Hello everyone, welcome back to another One Piece video. Today I'm going to be talking about the EB-03 Heroine Edition leaks, okay? This is the next booster set that's going to be coming out. I don't really know when, I think in a couple months or next month, I think in October. But let's go ahead and get right into the cards. I wanted to push back my final OP13 leader video and put this out first instead, just because they came out with a bunch of the SRs yesterday and also a couple new cards today. And so let's get right into the card list. All right, first up we have our first secret rare. It's Robin, 7 cost Nico Robin, 8,000 power. On play, you may trash 1 card from the top of your life. If your leader has the Straw Hat crew type, place 2 cards from the top of your deck onto your life pile. And the second effect of this card is if during your opponent's turn it's KO'd, you can deal 1 damage to your opponent. So damage meaning you actually hit them for life, and if they have a trigger, it'll go off. So doing damage, it's not trashing their life, it's not putting their life into their hand, it's doing 1 damage. Now this card, I think it's a really good card. I wouldn't say really good, I'm not sure what it would go good in aside from like the blue yellow Nami, I think, just because that triggers your ability, right? And I don't think it would go well into purple yellow Robin. It doesn't have a trigger, nor do you have any cards that can KO this in a purple yellow list, aside from like the 10 cost Linlin, right? And I'm talking about the Linlin and Kaido card, which we can show here. But even using that is a stretch. Like, you're gonna pull that whole combo off just to... I mean, I guess it could work. We'd have to do some testing with it just to see how good it actually is, but I doubt it's that good. Because pulling the 10 cost Charlotte and Kaido off is a stretch already, right? Anyways, let's go into our second SR. It's the Koala, 4 cost 5,000 power, Dressrosa Revolutionary Army type. If your leader has the Revolutionary Army type, give this character plus 4 cost. Okay. During opponent's turn, when it's KO'd, play 1 character with a cost of 6 or lower from your hand or trash that has the name Nico Robin or has the Revolutionary Army type other than Koala. Now, obviously, right off the bat, this card has a decent effect, right? It'll help the Sabo trigger. It'll help the Koala deck. And by Sabo trigger, I mean the Sabo leader, the red-black Sabo leader, right? From OP13. It would help that deck a lot. It would also help the Koala leader in general, just because you get that plus 4 cost. And on top of that, when it's killed, when you attack with it, it allows you to play out a Nico Robin pretty early on, or even another Revolutionary Army type. So not bad at all. I can think of this when you're on the Koala leader, right? You play this out instead of like a Hawk or something if you don't have Hawk in hand. Play this out, attack with it next turn. If they attack into it, you can play your Nico Robin out early, but I doubt anyone wants to attack into it this early just because it's 5,000 power, right? But it's still a decent threat on the board. So anyways, that's the Koala SR. I'm not sure I can think of any other leader that could use this pretty efficiently, because Rev Army, red yellow, that's Bello Betty. There's no black in there. The old black red Sabo, but even then that's not the new black red Sabo is a lot better than this old one. Decent card. It's also the SR for black. So we got the SR for yellow, SR for black. Next up we have the 7 cost Charlotte Linlin, the rare Rocks Pirates type, 7 cost 7,000 power. On play, draw 1 card and place 1 card from your hand onto the top of your deck. Then add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. When KO'd, -1 Dawn, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck onto your life. You know what this would go really good in? This would go really good in blue purple Luffy. Now that I've taken a more of a look into this card. Now the -1 Dawn, sure, but if you have a couple Rosinantes, right, then that fixes this deck right up. You don't need the Doflamingo for it. You only need the Rosinante from that package. And then you play this out. So imagine you play this out with your Sanji 1 turn, if really need to, if this is the only target you can hit, because otherwise you want to hit that promo Roger. And I'm talking a blue purple Luffy deck in OP13 because I play here in the East, but draw 1 card, place 1 card from your hand on top of your deck, then add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. So you get an active Dawn. That then, when it gets KO'd, that Dawn doesn't really matter because you gain it with the on play, right? Okay. So yeah, blue purple Luffy is one I can think of right now. Rocks Pirates type tells me there's going to be a Rocks Pirates leader, and I hope it's Shebek. I hope they come out with a Shebek leader. That'd be amazing. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. This would go good in blue purple Luffy. Say you don't even play it out with the Sanji. Say you just use it on your 7 Dawn turn. Draw 1 card, place 1 card from your hand on top of your deck, then add 1 active Dawn. So that means you can set up for your Sanji the next turn, since you're going to be on 8, say you're on 7 Dawn turn, right? Then you're going to be on 8 because you get 1 active. The only issue is if your opponent is able to KO it, which through effects, they could possibly KO the 7 cost Linland because it can't attack, it's not rush. So say with effects, -1 Dawn, then that stops you from getting your leader ability. But in most cases, you can get to your leader ability on your 7 Dawn turn. And then next turn, you set up for your Sanji. So really decent card, I think, in the blue purple Luffy deck list. And I think I'm more than willing to try this card in blue purple Luffy. I think it'd be great. Next up, we have the SR for blue. It's the Nefeltari Vivi. Okay, it's a 5 cost 4000 power body, Alabasta Kingdom type. It's a blocker. Its on play is play up to 1 cost 5 or lower Straw Hat Crew type or Alabasta Kingdom type character from your hand. Then you may not play characters onto your field for this turn. It's a decent effect. It's only 5 cost 4000 power because you're able to play out another body, right? It kind of reminds me of the Stucci in yellow, the 7 cost Stucci blocker. Allows you to play out an egghead type, 5 cost or lower. That Stucci card is obviously a lot better than this one, but that's for yellow, of course, and it's egghead type. This card isn't leader locked, right? So you don't have to be a Straw Hat Crew type or an Alabasta Kingdom type, but with Stucci, you need to be an egghead leader in order to play out a 5 cost or lower card from your hand. Now, this card obviously would go good with the leader of this deck, the blue-red Vivi. Of course, I'm trying to look at applications it would have in other decks. I'm thinking it doesn't do anything with Dawn, so it wouldn't be blue purple Luffy. Kuzan, no. Are there any blue purple Sanji? Blue purple Sanji, I guess, would be decent, but you have that Reiju blocker, so it doesn't really matter. This is for sure just for the blue-red leader, support for the blue-red leader, so it's not bad. I kind of like this card. I have to look for more applications of it. Next up, we have the Carrot. This is just a promo, it looks like, right? Oh no, it's a rare. It's a 6 cost, 7000 power Minx type, 1000 counter, activate main once per turn. If it is the turn this card was played, KO up to one of your opponent's rested cost 5 or lower characters, then play up to 1 Zo from your hand. This is obviously for Carrot, right? I don't know who else has the Minx type, but I mean, you could use this in other green decks. The problem is 6 cost, 7000 power. If it is the turn this character was played, KO up to one of your opponent's rested cost 5 or lower characters. You could use this in Zoro, honestly, if you really wanted to. You just wouldn't be able to play the Zo from your hand. But I think they created this card mainly for the Carrot leader. The Carrot leader isn't that bad. It just didn't get decent amount of support for what it is. And I think I'll come out with a Carrot leader just because that leader is so fun to play. But it's good that it's getting support. I'd say it's a little too late. Too little too late, just like they did for the Kalgura, right? Kalgura didn't get support till like 2 or 3 sets after it came out. And that's pretty sad because the Kalgura leader is doing works in the OP12 format in the West. It just never made its way around here in the East. And that's too bad. Aside from that, good card. I think it's good for green, good for them. Next up, we have the red SR. It's the secret rare for red. It's Utah. It's a 5 cost, 7000 power film type. On play, if your leader is Utah, draw 2 cards, then play a character from your hand with power 6000 or lower and no original abilities. That's a weird way to say a vanilla card. And no original abilities. Okay, so a vanilla card. On play, if your leader is Utah, so you get to draw 2 cards. This is obviously for the Utah leader. Play a character from your hand with power 6000. Is there there's red purple Utah, and there's the regular Utah. I forget what that one is, but I know about the red purple Utah. I don't know how that deck works, so it's support for that. Good for them. Next up, we have the 4 cost Alvida, 2000 power, cross guild, plus 1000 counter. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, place up to one of your opponent's characters with an original power of 4000 or less, and up to one of your opponent's characters with an original cost of 3 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. Seems this is just for aggro matchups. I mean, the main deck that I can see this go in is the Buggy, or maybe they're coming out with a cross guild leader that I don't know yet. But it seems that this is for Buggy, and it's to deal with... Actually, this can go in any blue leader. Any blue leader that needs to deal with aggro, you trash 1 card from your hand, and then you place one of your opponent's characters and one of the cost with a 4000 or less and a cost 3 or less to the bottom of their deck. Rayleigh would be hit real hard with this because they can get rid of the Monkey D. Luffy and also, like, say the 3 cost Sanji or the 2 cost Sanji. I mean, 3 cost Sanji, 2 cost Sanji. Some of the searchers. This will really hurt the aggro Rayleigh. That sucks, but I thought Rayleigh was really fun. I don't know why they're trying to print cards against it. It's not even that good of a deck, like, unless there's like other aggro cards they're coming out with, right? Aggro leaders, I should say, not aggro cards. But is blue-red Vivi an aggro leader? We'll see in this list. So we'll have to come back to it. Next up is the Baccarat, 4 cost 5000 power. It's a film slash Grand Tesoro type. It's a blocker on KO. Play up to 1 character with no base effect and 6000 or less power from your hand. So is this just playing out a 6000 or less power vanilla? That's what I'm getting from this, right? So it just allows you to play a vanilla from your hand. Whatever, I'll skip past this. I don't really see how good this card can get till it's actually tested. Next up, we have the 4 cost 5000 power Limb. It's an Odyssey type. 2000 counter. On play, if you have 7 or more Dawn cards on your field, your leader and all of your characters with the Odyssey type gains plus 1000 until the end of your opponent's next turn. Wow, that's good for green purple Limb. And green purple Limb was doing its works at the beginning here in OP13 format. So I'm gonna be happy to see what blue. I know a couple green purple Limb players, not blue, sorry. I know a couple green purple Limb players, and I'm excited to see what they can do with this card in their deck. This allows them to kind of keep up a little more, right? And especially with the green support that they got, it's gonna make green purple Limb kind of a silent hitter. Next up, we have the 6 cost 7000 power Marguerite. Amazon Lily type, counter plus 1000 on play, return up to 1 character with an original power of 7000 to the owner's hand. We're finally getting Boa support, let's go. More Boa support. I like this a lot. It allows you to replace the Jozu. Now granted, you don't get to take a character back into hand, so I probably maybe get rid of the Jozu. The problem is it can't be searched. I would be amazed if we could come up with an more on the Amazon Lily type of deck list for Boa. Go back to the Amazon Lily roots instead of the 7 Warlords route that a lot of people just take, like I have in my past videos. I can't wait to deck test with this card in the sim when it comes out. That'd be great. You're able to replace one of the Warlords with this and hopefully lean more into an Amazon Lily type build. So good card. Let's go on to the next one. It's the Jewelry Bonnie. 5 cost 6000 power, Supernova slash Bonnie Pirates type. 1000 counter on play. If your leader has the Supernovas type, set up to 1 Dawn card is active. Then up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 8 or less cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next turn. So they can't use an activate main, they can't attack. That's basically what that means, resting. They can't rest it, right? So that'll be good. Really good. Too bad they didn't make this a 10 cost or less. No, it wouldn't have mattered. Trying to hit Gorsei, like the Emu, the 10 cost Gorsei. That would be funny if they did that. This seems to go good in Green Yellow Law, Green Bonnie. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now. Green Yellow Law and Bonnie would be the best hitters for this because it's Supernovas type. So it's a great card. You cannot rest in an 8 cost or less. That's really good. And it's only for 5 costs. So this relies though on your opponent having that 8 cost character on board already. And so I think this does go good in Green Yellow Law, to be honest. Let's move on to the next card. It's going to be Conis. 2 cost 0 power, Sky Island type. On play, up to one of your characters with the Sky Island type gains double attack this turn. That's pretty crazy. Can you imagine putting double attack on a 12,000 power 10 cost NL? Or even like say you're running Calgara, you put it on the 8,000 power body 6 cost Calgara. Play this out, attach double attack to it, swing big, and then it just gets them down. That's a lot of resources to put into it though, just for an attack for a double attack to go off. That's not bad at all. I can see this being good support for Calgara. Like I said, they keep printing these supports for older leaders, but then they print out these like new leaders that are insane. So in turn, they try to print out these new cards that'll help past leaders, but it just doesn't work. It's too late, Bandai. Like you can't just hold off so long to print supports for these leaders that you made in the past and then just nullify it by printing these amazing leaders with amazing abilities that are hard to keep up with past leaders. That past leaders have a hard time keeping up with, I mean. Anyways, let's move on to the next yellow card. It's Flampe. Your turn on play, up to one of your Charlotte category gets plus 2000 power for the turn. I wonder if that's the actual translation. Your time on play. It's your turn on play, right? Once per turn, during your turn. You see what I mean? Like, and this is yellow too, so it doesn't even work for the purple leader. They're talking about a leader that was made like 6-7 sets ago. Like, they're printing this Flampe out for a Charlotte category. This is still my same complaint. Like, why are you guys printing out support for leaders that there's 4 or 5 sets behind? And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't the Charlotte category leader on for rotation once rotation comes around, right? Too little, too late. Next up, we have the Hiyori. The green Hiyori on play if your leader is Kozuki Oden. Draw a card. Activate main, you may trash this character. Give your leader with Land of Wano up to 1 Rested Dawn. This doesn't even have counter on it. On play if your leader is Kozuki Oden. Draw a card. A green Kozuki Oden deck, so the red-green one or the regular green one. right? Why are they printing such old support? What's going on? And Land of Wano, that's obviously like Yamato, right? Who else? Yamato's the only one I can think of. So support for Yamato, green, yellow, Yamato. Whatever, let's run through these more. Yamato, yellow is the next one, 5 cost, 6,000 power. On play, grant up to 3 Rested Dawn to your leader with Land of Wano type, not bad. On KO, trash the opponent's top life card. That's pretty cool. I actually really like this in green, yellow, Yamato. I think that's cool. You play this out on your 5 Dawn turn, say you go first, 5 Dawn turn, attach 3 Rested to your leader, swing for 8 with your double attack Yamato. Is it double attack or is it just ban? No, it's double attack. So imagine on your 7 Dawn turn, you play this out and then a Onami. So you get 3 rested, banish, double attack. On KO, trash the opponent's top life card. And then you swing with this, they kill it. They trash their life card. So that's pretty good. I wish it wasn't leader lock to Land of Wano type. That would have been a great card for yellow. Although it might have been a little too overpowered if you think about it. So it might have been good that they just leader locked it to a Land of Wano type. Because imagine if you played this in like it doesn't have trigger, so it wouldn't go good in Bonnie. If you played it in NL, let's just say NL because he's kind of like the wolf of yellow right now, since everyone likes to complain about NL. Oh, NL's so trash, NL's so trigger. Everyone complaining about like the yellow archetype when their archetype is so boring, you know? To get back into it, if it was on NL, you could play this out or attach 3 rested. It wouldn't be too powerful. You'd just be able to trash their top life card. And like imagine if you're doing like a deck where it's just trashing the opponent's life. So you got the 6 cost Nico Robin, you got the 8 cost Eustace Kid, you have the 4 cost Basil Hawkins. You could come up with a purely life burn deck with all these cards. They're coming out for yellow. So that's not bad. That's something to look out for. I kind of like that. Anyways, on to the next one. We have the 3 cost Black Maria, 4,000 power, Animal Kingdom Pirates type, plus 1,000 counter. If your leader is multicolored, this character gains blocker, and then on play, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 Onigashima and add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order, and play up to 1 Onigashima from your hand. Who does this go into? King is purple black. He can use Onigashima. King for sure. Is there a Kaido that's black? No, I only know of a purple Kaido. Well, it'll go good. There you can get your Onigashima out early. Next up, we have the 5 cost 6,000 power Charlotte Brûlée Big Mom Pirates type, 1,000 counter, opponent's turn once per turn. When Dawn is returned to your Dawn deck from your field by one of your own effects, and your leader has a Big Mom Pirates type, add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck rested. Now this is obviously support for the purple Katakuri, no problem there. You get to return 1 Dawn with your leader ability as purple Katakuri and then get it back, so it's basically a free. But doesn't it already have support that does essentially what this does, like the Perisparrow? Can't be quite sure, but maybe it's just extra just to be able to put out there. Charlotte Brûlée, 5 cost, not bad. Next up, we have the Kaya, 2 cost East Blue type, counter 2,000. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, then place them in any order at the top or bottom. So it's like for Nami to be able to set up, right? Then the promo Nami that they came out with that can only run East Blue type cards works as a 2,000 counter and works as a setup for your what counters you need coming up, right? So not bad. Although I can see this being run in like a blue purple Luffy in exchange. What would it be in exchange for? Because if you use this early, you could bring this back with the 8 cost Rush Luffy and then keep it as a 2,000 counter, but then set up your top 5 cards. And if you don't like it, it's like an early setup for the blue purple Luffy. I keep talking about just blue purple Luffy, but that's the deck that I've been playing a lot recently. Yeah, it seems like it would be a good setup. Recency bias, right? So it would be a good setup, I think. I can't think of any other aside from the Nami and what I just mentioned. That's a pretty simple effect. Can't complain there. Next up, we have the 2 cost Kami. 2 cost 0 power Merfolk Fishman Island type, counter plus 1,000. Activate main, you may rest this character, give up to 1 rested Dawn card to one of your characters or leaders with the Fishman or Merfolk type. Then rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. Like Green Jinbei maybe? Green Jinbei's not that bad. What else could it be? Green Jinbei is mostly what I can think of. I'm not really a green player like I've said in the past, so I don't really know the applications of a lot of green cards. The main cards that I know that will have good applications are in yellow and black, because like those are my main colors. But recently, obviously, I've been doing blue and purple, so that's kind of been my color of recent. But prior to that, I've mainly played black and yellow decks. Those are my main colors. Let's go on to the next card. 4 cost 6,000 power Peacock, Navy/sword type. Opponent's turn, all of your characters with a sword type and a cost of 6 or less gains plus 2,000 power. Wow. On play, discard 1 Navy type card from your hand, draw 2 cards. Kobe's gonna go crazy, and I can see the Hibari coming up, but Kobe's gonna go crazy, right? This is Kobe support all the way. So Kobe might be going crazy soon. Oh, your 6 cost and lower gain plus 2,000 power. That's actually really, really good. So I can't wait to see the Kobe leaders cook with this one. And the next one coming up, let's talk about that one too. It's the Hibari, 3 cost 5000 power, Navy/sword type. On play, when attacking, up to 1 sword type leader or character cards can also attack active characters during this turn, like most of Kobe's cards abilities are. Activate main once per turn. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1000 power during this turn. So it's just an activate main. That's crazy. That's really good. Kobe stocks are gonna go up just a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna contend in the meta, but I can tell you Kobe's gonna have a really fun deck to play with. With this Peacock and this Hibari, that's gonna be great. Cool. I like that. Next up, we have the Karina. 3 cost 2000 power, also a film/Grand Tesoro. Counter plus 1000, blocker. Opponent's turn. If your leader is multicolor and you have no characters with 6000 or more base power, this character gains plus 4000 power. So early on, it's a 3 cost 6000 power blocker, and you can attack with it if you don't have cards. If you don't have cards with 6000 power or more. I was thinking in my head this could be Rayleigh, but it says multicolor, so it's not Rayleigh. That's too bad. This could have gone ham in a Rayleigh deck if it allowed you. You could still use it, right? You just wouldn't get the plus 4000 power. It would just be a 3 cost 2000 power blocker. And that allows you to get a blocker in your deck at the very least. But I don't think like Rayleigh really even needs a blocker because he's more on just aggro. Next up, we have an event. If one day we meet again, will you still call me your friend? 1 cost Alabasta Kingdom counter. If your leader is Vivi, give one of your leaders or characters plus 4000 power for the battle. And its trigger is give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2000 power for the turn. Obviously, support for the Vivi leader. Next up, we have the Nami. 5 cost 7000 power. Alabasta Kingdom Straw Hat crew type. On play, you may give your active leader minus 5000 power for this turn, draw 1 card. And its activate main once per turn. If your leader has the Alabasta Kingdom type, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1000 power for this turn. Not bad. So you attack first with your leader. Then you play this out, you give your leader minus 5000 power and draw 1. Good thing it's only for the turn, because then it would be a shame going up against someone, right, on their next turn, and you're still minus 5000 power. And its activate main is not bad at all. You don't have to rest this card, you just give someone minus 1000 power. So that's really good. I like that red card. It doesn't have applications outside of the red-blue VV leader though, so. Next up, we have the blue U, 2 cost East Blue, counter plus 1000. On play, trash 1 card from your hand. Activate main, you may trash this character. If your hand has 4 or fewer cards, draw 2 cards. So it seems like this is just for support more for Nami, because it's an East Blue type. Although you could use it in other decks. As long as, yeah. I kind of don't like that you have to trash 1 card to play this, right? That doesn't make sense. And the fact that it limits you to having... I guess it doesn't matter if your hand has 4 or fewer cards, that's okay, because it's a draw 2. That brings you up to 6. If you are exactly at 4. So it's not that bad. It's a plus 1000 counter. If they made this a plus 2000 counter, it would have been way better. And I think the Nami players would at least be a little happy with this. But the trash 1 card from your hand on play is a little too much for me. You seems decent, but not that good. Just another card to add into. Because I tried making a Nami deck list with just East Blue recently, and there's not that many East Blue cards that support what the leader does. A lot of what's East Blue out there right now is character cards, and those character cards have so much stipulations. Like for example, the Zeph card, you have to like attach 1 or 2 Dawn, I think, and the attack has to go through in order to trash 7 cards. Same as it is for the Usopp, same as it is for the... I forget, there's another 5 cost character that does it. But anyways, too much stipulations. I don't know why they kind of put a lot of hate on Nami. But still, you know, Nami was kind of a one-off leader. Can't complain about that. It's getting support now, so. Next up, we have the leader of the set. It's the Nefertari Vivi, 4 life, 5000 power. Once per turn, when one of your characters with an original cost of 4 or greater would be KO'd, you may instead trash 1 card from your hand. And its activate main, you may rest this leader. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2000 power for this turn. Then give up to one of your characters without a when attacking ability, rush. Okay, so it's, you can't when attacking. Did that red have when attacking? No, that didn't have when attacking. That does not have when attacking. That does not have when attacking. Vivi doesn't have when attacking. So the cards we know so far don't have on attacking. They phrase it that way for a reason. I'm assuming there's a card out there that does crazy if you're able to rush when attacking with it. And it doesn't matter the cost either. So that's pretty good. Rush. The problem is you rest the leader so you can't even attack with it. And you give one of your opponents minus 2000 power just for the turn. So it's not that bad. I don't think it's going to be a meta contender. Obviously, this is just how the deck is. It's One Piece heroines, right? I kind of want to get a lot of these cards just to put in my binder, just because I like the art. I can't wait to see the SR arts, the parallel arts, I should say, for these SR cards. Like this Nefertari Vivi, the SR is for sure gonna slap. And this Nico Robin one is for sure gonna slap. It's gonna slap so hard, I guarantee it. I love it. But I can't wait to see the other SRs if there are any, and the other leaders if they are coming out with any other leaders. So let's go on to see what is on down here. Heroines Cup, commemorative items for the event. Funny enough, we have a 3-on-3 here coming next month, October. It's September right now. In October, we have our 3-on-3. My wife and I and a friend of ours are gonna go 3-on-3. I'm running Emu. She's running Purple Red Roger, so we're kind of like a meta team, right? It's the only way you can ever get up to the top nowadays in this OP13 meta. It is what it is. I can't really complain. Anyways, they got the Nami, Nico Robin, of course. Oh, they have these cards in the Heroines Cup 3-on-3. That's what this is the 3-on-3 event that I'm talking about, so maybe they'll have it next month in our 3-on-3. Not bad. We'll get the Nami, 5 cost 6000 power. If your leader is Nami, give your leader up to 1 rested Dawn card, then play up to 1 cost 2 or lower character from your hand. Blue yellow Nami support, you could play out that Martial Teach or that Zeus, or I don't know what else it runs. 5 cost 6000 power. Nico Robin, 3 cost 4000 power Straw Hat. Once per turn, one of your Straw Hat crew type characters would leave the field by your opponent's effects. You may instead rest one of your Dawn cards. Wow. More red green Luffy support. Even purple green purple Luffy support. That would be dope. This would be really good in green purple Luffy. You know what this does? This Nico Robin promo, now that we look at it, in green purple Luffy, because green purple Luffy's only reason why it sucks is because going against Emu's Mars can KO a base 5 or less. So imagine if you play this out, this Nico Robin, the promo, and then you're able to play your Sanjis out consistently without the risk of it taken out during that turn. You'll be able to save it for at least one more turn. That helps that deck a lot. So green purple Luffy on the rise also again. That's pretty cool. I like that promo. Next up, the Jewelry Bonnie promo. 4 cost 4000 power Bonnie Pirates type. Okay, plus 2000 power. Plus 2000 counter, I should say. Dawn times 2 on your opponent's turn. This character gains blocker and plus 2000 power. So you could attack using it for 6000, or yeah, attach to gains blocker and plus 2000 power. So it's a 4 cost 6000 power blocker. Then attack with it next turn, right? Or attack with it whenever, and it becomes 5, 6, 7, 8000 power attack. Not bad. Trigger KO up to one of your opponent's cost 3 or lower characters. That's pretty good. Pretty decent for a 2k counter. Too bad it's not like... It's only it's only Bonnie Pirates type. If this was like a Supernovas type, it would have had lots of applications in different decks, but I think they locked it to Bonnie Pirates for a reason, I guess. Not sure. Anyways, the last final promo we're going to be talking about today. 5 cost 6000 power Whitebeard Pirates type, counter plus 1000, ace. Blocker, on play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, place them on the top or bottom into any order, then give your leader one of your characters up to 1 rested Dawn. They're printing more support for red, blue, ace. What are you guys doing over there, dude? Seriously? Like, red blue ace is already so crazy and you're gonna print support for it like this? You guys are crazy. Whatever. I'm not gonna talk more about this. Those are basically all the promo cards we'll be getting from the Heroines Cup 3-on-3. I'll probably vlog our 3-on-3 here next month in Thailand. We're gonna go. It's on, I think it's the 2nd week of October. And so we'll see how we do. Wish us luck, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We basically just went through the most recent leaks of the EB-03 One Piece Heroines edition. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments if you can think of any other applications for the cards that we talked about, or if you have any suggestions on what to talk about next or what leaders you want to try next. Let me know. Please leave a like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.